mean, he didn't seem too big for Joshua. He was able to handle.
Joshua didn't come to fight. It's a different mentality. You know, Joshua, his mentality is way different than the Tyson Fury. Joshua's okay. He's okay with. Go ahead, bro. Yep. You know, it just seems like he's comfortable with, losing the fight. You know, he's gracious or whatever you want to call it, has humility or whatever you want to call it, but it's too easy for me, boss. I mean, oh, it's okay, bro. Like, listen, it's hard to train, man, when you got the whole world at your feet, bro. It's hard to train and stay focused and stay dedicated and having that hunger and desire, bro. You know, because success, that weakens this, bro. And I think that in the Ramirez fight, I think the biggest issue Ruiz fight, I think that ruined him. I think that ruined his confidence. I think that he's also scared to get hit. He's gun shy, don't want to throw because he's afraid of getting hit. So that's why you didn't see him throw. I mean, Usyk's a small heavyweight. He does have to snap on the shots, but he's the bigger guy. He needs to act like he's the bigger guy. You know, it's almost like he's a big guy, but he has a small man mentality. He needs to switch that around, and I think the only way is that he got to have a talk with himself. That's the only way to fix that. He has to talk with himself and say, hey.
Those are the words of Timothy Bradley as he gave us a mouthful about Anthony Joshua. And let's break down in Counterpunch what Tyson Fury said. You know, he said a lot of unfiltered things. You know, he said Joshua's comfortable losing. You know, he's comfortable losing. He's gun shy. He's small. He's a big guy that fights like a smaller guy. It's hard to really have motivation. Success goes to your head. You know, that ruins this. You know, and when he's saying that, I just keep thinking about what Marvin Hagler said. Okay, it's hard to get up and run every day in silk pajamas. You know, and my counterpunch to Anthony Joshua is, I think it's a bit of both. I think him being comfortable with losing, I think it's a bit of knowing that, hey, these type things happen, then mixed with what he's already done. And when he mentioned, well, the Ruiz fight ruined him, I think this is what happened. I don't think that first fight ruined him. I think the second fight did. And let me explain. A lot of people think, oh, well, you know, Anthony Joshua's gun shy. He doesn't want to throw. That may have some mental problems. You know, he's gun shy at times. You've seen him in the Pulev fight. He was fighting in spots when he could get off. He did. But he didn't really, he didn't show you that old guy. That old guy, it was like he was afraid. He's like locked away in a box somewhere. And the key, he ate it or something because he didn't want to show you that guy again. He don't want to get that guy out of the box. This is a new guy that's more cautious, that's more of a boxer, that doesn't want to worry about feeling the way he felt in Madison Square Garden with catching a left hook he didn't see. Because I think he doesn't know or doesn't have confidence in himself if he gets hit like that. Will he be able to recover? I think that's the problem with Joshua. Also, back to how I was explaining the him being ruined mentally. The first fight didn't do it as much. The second fight did, okay? Because he was able, right, to come in with a different style and beat the guy that beat him fighting another style. So that was more of the initiative to say, you know what? I'm not going to come out with that aggressive Joshua no more if I can win fights like this. Do you guys remember when he beat Pulev? Okay, he beat Andy Ruiz by boxing Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz hardly showed any resistance. Andy was like, hey, come here. Like, why are you 6 foot tall telling a taller guy that's been fucking boxing you for 12 rounds to come fight me now in the 12th round? You needed to take that fight to him. That just shows you that this motherfucker was that much out of shape that he couldn't take the fight to Joshua. So, yes, the second fight being him having success in the second fight, boxing Andy Ruiz. Every so often he'll throw a left and a right or a body shot, and then he'll go back, reset, keep moving. That, I think, ruined him because he figured out, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to take a hard fight like I did earlier this year in 2019. You know, I drop the guy, I take a risk, I get a knockdown, but I get knocked down 4 more times. Fuck all that noise. That ain't gonna happen to me again. Okay, especially after he found out, hey, I can be successful doing this. The only difference was Pulev pissed him off. And I think with Joshua, the success is a problem. I think the humbleness is a problem. I think people that know him, he's too popular because he knows like, hey, people are going to see me no matter what. He doesn't want to turn into the Arturo Gatti of boxing. He doesn't. But even Arturo Gatti was a guy that's going to give it his all. Okay, so you can't have you can't be known for Arturo Gatti and turn around and try to be a Mayweather now. It's not going to work, especially with someone like Usyk, because you're not the best boxer. Usyk was the best boxer, and he beat you at his game. But at some point, he should have decided to regurgitate that fucking key and take out old Joshua and take it to Usyk. Like, okay, this motherfucker's beating me. But here's another problem. Success. Beautiful, marvelous, Anthony, marvelous. No, it wasn't. See, that was another problem. See, McCracken was telling him how good he was doing. Perfect, marvelous, good. No, it's not. No, it wasn't. You know what I mean? And I doubt McCracken forgot or failed to know how to score a fight. Okay? You couldn't rely that much on home school advantage. Right? So, yeah, that's another problem. So if you got guys aiding you, that's a yes man. He's a glorified, prehistoric yes man at that point. So yes, it's the success. 2, it was the people around him. 3, it was Andrew Ruiz, Joshua 2, and how easy it was. And then Pulev just pissed him off. That was the only thing that gave him incentive to want to fight. If he has a guy that's unarmed, an unarming guy like Alexander Usyk, he's going to have those problems because Usyk will beat him again. Because Usyk won't say anything to piss Joshua off to make him want to bring that fucking Joshua out. Okay? Gun shy. Well, I think the gun shyness did come from the second fight with Ruiz. Okay? And Timothy Bradley's right. I think he's going to have to start thinking for himself if he's not. And understanding, hey, where I went wrong. These careful, cautious fights, that's not like him. That's not why people went to see him. That's not why people filled the seats at Wembley and the O2. Okay? That's not why in Tottenham. That's not why. They wanted to watch Joshua to see him knock a motherfucker out. Because him and Deontay Wilder had the highest knockout percentages amongst the heavyweights. These are facts. They didn't want to come to see him do a 12-round fight like a Joseph Parker or something like that. Okay? They didn't want to see that. And Joseph Parker just wasn't engaging enough. But it just shows you about his mentality. Okay? So, yes, I think it's a combination of a lot of things with Anthony Joshua that he needs to work on. But one thing about Joshua, you can't erase the success that he's already done. So he may be mentally in that same situation. Okay, I think he's going to have to understand, like, hey, he needs some good sparring. He needs somebody that's going to challenge him. He needs somebody that's going to get in there and show him, hey, this is the way you're supposed to fight a motherfucker. Because I'm going to put it to you. You're either going to fight me or I'm going to beat you up. You might fire me as a sparring partner. But at the end of the day, you will know what you're going to expect when you're going in there with guys like Usyk. And then you think about it. Usyk didn't even come to knock him out. Now imagine if he did. Imagine if he's just waiting, you know what? I'm going to knock his ass out the second fight. That'll really cripple Anthony Joshua. But maybe, just maybe, if it don't kill him, it may make him stronger. Why do I say that? It's because at that point, people won't go to see him no more. They say, man, he got blasted out. He's done. He's like F.A. Jogga would say, Anthony Joshua finished. Anthony Joshua finished. He's over. Right? And then he may get mean. And then he may want to make some changes if he's serious about it. But then again, the success of the things that he's already done may be the barricade in his career. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Timothy Bradley's statements about Anthony Joshua. of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.